What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're gonna dive back into Local 26's new contract. Last time we covered the beginning of it, from Article 1, Section 1.01 to 1.02, covering all of those two articles and sections. And today we're gonna pick up where we left off of. Again, knowledge is power. The whole reason that you're able to stand up for yourself is if you know your agreement. And so this is my effort to help us to know our agreement. We can read it together and get some understanding together. Here we go. Article 1, Section 103, Amendments by Mutual Consent. This agreement shall be subject to change or supplement at any time by mutual consent of the parties hereto. Any such change or supplement agreed upon shall be reduced to writing, signed by the parties hereto, and submitted to the International Office of the IBEW for approval, the same as this agreement. So what this is saying is that NECA and the local can amend this agreement if they both agree to. And like it says, they got to put it down in writing, send it to the IO for approval. Section 1.04, my least favorite section. No strike or lockout. There shall be no stoppage of work, either by strike or lockout, because of any proposed changes in this agreement or dispute over matters relating to this agreement. All such matters must be handled as stated herein. Here's where we get to when we disagree. What happens? When our local and management disagrees, what happens? Well, Section 1.05 tells us that we have a labor management committee. There shall be a labor management committee of 3 representing the union and 3 representing the employers. It shall meet regularly at such stated times as it may decide. However, it shall also meet within 48 hours when notice is given by either party. It shall select its own chairman and secretary. The local union shall select the union representatives, and the chapter shall select the management representatives. All right, so there's a committee that meets, and it's 3 and 3. All right, that's a deadlock. Let's learn some more. Section 1.06, grievances. All grievances or questions in dispute shall be adjusted by the duly authorized representative of each of the parties to this agreement. In the event that these two are unable to adjust any matter within 48 hours, they shall refer the same matter to the Labor Management Committee. So any grievances or questions that come up or disputes shall be adjusted by the duly authorized representatives of each of the parties to this agreement. And if they can't come to a decision, or they're not able to adjust whatever the grievance is, then it shall be referred to the Labor Management Committee. So that's the body that has 3 union, 3 NECA, and they're gonna decide on the grievance. Section 1.07, committee's decision. All matters coming before the Labor Management Committee shall be decided by a majority vote. 4 members of the committee, 2 from each of the parties hereto, shall be a quorum for the transaction of business, but each party shall have the right to cast the full vote of its membership, and it shall be counted as though all were present and voting. The committee's decision shall be final and binding on both parties hereto. So you have to have a majority. There cannot be, there is no 50-50. If they're going to make a decision, it has to be 4-2 in order for that decision to carry any weight. And also, they only need 2 members from each side to form a quorum, and those members are able to vote for the person that's not there. So it'll be the full vote, the full 3 and the full 3. Section 1.08 CIR. Should the Labor Management Committee fail to agree or to adjust any matter, such shall then be referred to the Council on Industrial Relations for the electrical contracting industry for adjudication. The council's decisions shall be final and binding. So if we can't agree, it goes to CIR. Now, remember that this goes to negotiations. This goes to any contract changes. When the 3 years is up and you want to change your contract for the better, you're submitting changes. And this is the process it has to go through in order to be finally adjudicated. All right. So first and foremost, they're negotiating. They're doing their thing. They come to a head and they can't agree. Well, then no proposal goes to the membership on either side. Instead, they agree to send it to CIR for a decision. Now, if in that committee they agree, well, then that agreement goes down to the members, and now they got to ratify the agreement. And if that goes well, then we don't need CIR. We did a good job. We ended up playing fair with each other. We did all right. All right. Next one, section 1.09, pending adjustment. When any matter in dispute has been referred to conciliation or arbitration for adjustment, the provisions and conditions prevailing prior to the time such matters arose shall not be changed or abrogated until the agreement has been reached or a ruling has been made. That's just stating that the contract continues until a decision is made. So if it takes 6 months past due of the end of the contract, the old contract that expired continues until a new contract is agreed upon or whatever. Section 1.10, grievance notification. Here's an important one. Grievances or questions in dispute shall be filed with the duly authorized representative within 15 days of the event, or within 15 days of the grievant becoming aware of the event. Any grievance not brought to the attention of the responsible opposite party to this agreement in writing within 21 days of the event, or grievant becoming aware of the event, shall be deemed no longer to exist. You got 2 weeks and a day. And it's not talking about working days. This is talking about days. So you got 15 days to file a grievance over an incident that happens. That's why I tell y'all to carry a journal with you, journal your day, take note of things that may happen throughout the day. And if for some reason your rights, your work life, your contract is violated, it's important that you reach out to the local immediately to let them know what's going on and go down there to file that grievance. And ultimately, it's up to the local to pursue that grievance if that grievance is valid and there's something that's really there. But it's on us to make them aware that something went wrong and that they need to take a look at that. If we don't say anything, you can't expect anybody else to come and save you. There's no hall monitors. You know what I'm saying? We have to protect each other. You know what I mean? We have to be each other's brother's keeper on the job site. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just look out for yourself and see someone else taking abuse and not do something to stop it, speak out against it, show some support for that member who's being mistreated. We have to be each other's keepers. And on grievance notification, you got 15 days to file it. Don't let that time slip away because it's on us to enforce the contract. That's the end of Article 1, and that's where we're going to leave it for today. I hope you found this video informative. If you have different ideas of what the language means, please drop it in the comment. Let me know what you think. Also, don't forget the EWMC is doing their poker tournament fundraiser this week, April 13th. I believe I got the flyer here. No, I'm sorry, July 13th, 2024, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Hit up Tiffany at 240-273-2432 to find out all the deets. But it's a poker tournament. It's a fundraiser to help us to continue to do the good work that we do. Anywho, my name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember that the fight's not left and right. It's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And remember, there's no union without you and I front and center. I'll see you Friday at the union meeting. Peace.